Good morning. Hello. Good afternoon, whatever time you're showing up for this. And thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Um, it This is my most soul satisfying work. It truly is. And I thank you for being part of it. Um, if you would please subscribe and like the videos, I would appreciate it. And you might want to stick around. I don't know where this is going, but just watch the other ones, but it goes all over the place, and there's a lot that comes through. I'm going to try to speak a little more clearly and a little slower, just because in the last video with the Death Walking 101 and Crossing Spirits, I was going a mile a minute trying to get it all in. So I, this morning, tuned in, called in my spirit team. That's always a good practice for when you're getting ready to do any kind of spirit work. Do it all the time. It's good to have your team around you all the time, your spirit team. Because I kept feeling a message for the collective, and I always ask, what is the message for the collective? What most needs to be heard that people will resonate with? And you won't resonate with everything, so please take what does resonate with you and leave the rest. It can't be meant for everyone. But this morning I picked this mug for a reason. I like my motivational mugs. And this one I got at a local grocery store years ago, and it's one of my favorites. It says, "It's written in the stars." And that has lingered with me this morning. And like I said, I've had this mug for years, but that phrase, a statement, whatever, has lingered with me. Yeah. And they're kind of like, it's almost like a tap on the shoulder or a little soft finger in the middle of the back, kind of pushing to let me know, yes, keep going, that's it. I'm just going to say as I hear it, there is a destined chapter getting ready to open for quite a few people. This is energetically a very different time period than what we just left. This one will last, again, I'm saying this again, approximately 2.5 to 3 months from this moment. About late March to the end of March, there's going to be a shift energetically. I don't know what's going on astrologically. I'm not an astrologer or an astronomer, but I do know there often are coinciding events. But this is a big, big energetic year for change. So decide what you want to see change, and then just know that it is so. I feel like that we are going to come in, it's written in the stars, I feel like we are going to come in, all of us, well, most of us, some people will fight change till their last breath. And change can be scary and difficult, but it doesn't have to be. Change can be wonderful and beautiful and a gift. It shows the true power that we have within us to adapt. Okay, so possible change is coming. I've been seeing this a lot too. Development of new family. Either a merging of two families, like a blended family with kids on both sides, or having children. I feel like there are going to be quite a few births this year. So if you're not looking to get pregnant, you might want to be careful. Don't know how else to say that. I think the energy, and this is just me, it's just a suggestion. Everybody has free will. This is just, it's my stuff I'm putting out there that I'm getting through spirit. So just take it for what it is. But I do feel like that there's going to be a lot of, there's just going to be a whole lot of procreation going on. Okay. And then that's going to be in one area of change. There's also going to be a lot of career changes for people. If you want to look, this is the time to start the process of looking, but I feel like most of the career changes are going to to where you're going to step into the new role, or you're going to finish the program or certification or whatever it is. April of this year. Ooh, we're finally crossing over into another month. Finally, that is going to be a huge year for finding your feet, so to speak, where you're going to find your feet, land on your feet. You're going to feel grounded, and you are going to step into this new career path that is one that you've started and you've been working on, planting the seeds in, doing your manifestation, seeing it in your head, playing out like a movie, what it will be. April is when the really big, in earnest start will begin. Everything else will be laying the foundation. But in April, let's compare it to building a house. Between now and April, you're basically pouring the foundation, making sure you've got a strong structure in place. And then in April, the walls go up, the roof goes on, and you start decorating. Actually, you won't start decorating until probably May or June. I say June. So the fine-tuning touches will be in the summer. There's also going to be some movement. This is huge. This is just a year of change, but it's like blossoming change going in a good direction if that's your energy and what you allow. So do the best you can to keep that negative Nelly and negative Ned voice in your head to a minimum. And remember, in the last video, one of the things that is, I think, really helpful to do for that is just say, no, I reject that. I have abundance. No, I reject isolation. I am fruitful, and I have numerous people and circles in my world that I interact with. It's I heard the word panacea. That's not always good, but it's not going to fix everything, but what it will do is it will give you that moment to slip out of that rut. They're showing me, okay, good way to explain it. What they're showing me, and I'm not even a bowler, but I get this. I get it. I get the analogy. So if you've ever been to a bowling alley and you roll the bowling ball down the lane aisle thing, if it goes in the gutter, it can't get out of the gutter without you picking it up and taking it out of the gutter. It gets in that rut, in that guttered lane, and then it's over. So when you say, no, I reject that negative thought, and you replace it with a positive one, you basically are picking that bowling ball up out of the gutter and putting it back on the lane and sending it on its way. Okay? Again, it's something that once you get used to doing, the more you do it, the faster you're able to snap out of that mindset. And I know it sounds simple and easy, but y'all, we make things way too hard. And I'm right there with you, but we make things so hard. And I know like attracts like. So if you're watching this, I'm going to guess you're also an overthinker. You think things to just a miserable death sometimes, picking it apart. And I get it. So I reject that. No, I'm just going to be in the flow. See, that easy. Well, not entirely, but you get it. So the messages. Big year for change. The first, January, February, most of March, planting seeds. Around the 20th of March, I feel like things are going to start shifting, and you're going to see the tree will start bearing fruit. And then you're going to start moving into whatever it is in April. It's going to be like, wow, this is real. And this got real fast. So it's like, it's going to feel like it happened overnight, but it didn't. Okay, because you've been planting those seeds. Then May, you're going to just be doing whatever you're doing, putting the energy into home, health, career, whatever it is, family, whatever. And then in June, I feel like you're going to be able to enjoy all the work you've done and all the work you've put in. You're going to start seeing things in a more lighthearted way, where it will feel less like work and more like a joyful activity. Like the house comparison again, the house is built, the construction is finished. And in June, you just get to decide what color you want those walls painted and have beautiful color all around you. Or putting flowers in a window box kind of thing. Okay. All right. So this is kind of like a first half of the year overview almost. I think that's what I'll call this. All right. So let's hold on. I need a little coffee. I'm letting it get cold. All right. All right, we are going to pull a card for the collective just to kind of get us on our way. I don't feel spirit activity coming in today just because, I don't know why, it feels very quiet today. I have a feeling all that's going to ramp up shortly. I'm going to use the Sandra Ann Taylor, the Quantum Oracle. Okay. All right. So, big old jumbos. All right. And I was shuffling these earlier, so they're already pretty shuffled. Okay, that's all I need to do. They said pull the one right off the top. Ha, I love this. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, and always I like to look at the one on the bottom. Okay, so these are our two cards. Hold on. Oh, the loving woman. Yes, we are. Okay. Well, that was easy. And you can read cards in whatever way works for you. Okay. So, first card, your higher self. And the second one, ready? Dun, dun, dun. All right. New beginnings. And with the baby in it. Imagine that. Isn't that what I was just talking about? But look at this. I love this image. A smiling, happy woman with rays of beautiful, otherworldly, energetic light, heaven sent if you want. But it's the heart with wings coming out of her chest that is the thing to look at here. Okay, that could be anybody standing in there. It could be you standing in there. It could be me. It could be anybody. But the heart with the wings and the light radiating out. So what I'm hearing about that, because I'm asking, what do I need to tell you about that? What I'm hearing is today, try not to isolate, try not to shut yourself off. Send your light and love energy out from the heart, not in a depleting way. You're always going to be protected. Ask for your protectorate and protector guides to come in and always surround you. But what I'm hearing is that it's time to share the light and love that you have with the world, whether it's with an individual, your community, the world as a whole. All right, I'm going to try to do that right now to kind of see if hopefully it can translate through and you can feel some of it. It's also a type of Reiki and energy work practice too, where you can send healing energy by looking through your eyes, through your heart center, through that heart chakra, the palms, massively important chakras that very often aren't considered, but they're not part of the normal 7 that most people know about. And chakras are energy centers. Boom, done. That's all you need to know. That's not all you need to know, but for right now. I call to the guardians and the guides, not depleting me, but channeling through and out through my heart center, the greatest love and compassion to all in need now. The light of the God and Goddess, Mother, Father, God, all that is right and holy, the light of love, the light of compassion, the light of healing for those in need of healing, physical, emotional, mental healing. Archangel Raphael, infuse those in need of healing at any level with your grace, love, and power. Mend their bodies. Repair the cellular damage. Someone has cellular damage of some kind. And I'm not going to overthink it. But the biggest message and the biggest healing, send the light of compassion and love to all, You are complete and you are whole just as you are. You don't have to lose weight to be whole and complete in your soul and in your spirit. You don't have to accomplish certain tasks to be whole and complete in your soul and in your spirit. Anything you choose to do in any earthly realms is to help you in this earthly realm in this incarnation. Always know that when you tap into the light and divinity of your own being, that is when all things are possible. And you learn the truth of what it is that is truly important to you. Treat yourself with the utmost respect and love that you would give others, and all else will seamlessly flow and fall into place. You are greatly loved, and we are always with you. Oh, thank you. Well, that turned into a channel really fast. Didn't expect that. I love it, though. Be ready for new beginnings. And if a child is not coming into your life, then you will start experiencing the world around you with a new childlike exuberance. And that's not me talking. That's a message from Spirit. They're still kind of merged and with me. So, yeah. You are coming into a new phase of direction and clarity. You will see things with a clarity you haven't seen them in before. You will know the answers to everything you seek because you actually already know them. They are already within you. Everything you need is within you. All the answers are already within you. Tap into the divinity within, and the course will be made clear. And the answers, some wanted, some unwanted, will be known. Thank you. All right. Step back. That was some kind of like master teacher being stepping in. First, it was a little bit of Raphael stepping in. They said no on these. Okay. Stepping in and, oh, they want me to show you these. These are the coolest cards. Oh, yeah, but there was that was like a master teacher, counselor, someone stepping in that is of the other side, not this incarnated human realm that died and went over. This is someone that's among that class of beings that never incarnated. So this is such a cool thing. I love retro old movies. I used to have some of these. This is what old Pulp Fiction books used to look like that you could get for like sometimes 10 cents, 35 cents. And it's the actual box for a tarot deck based on old images from movies and these Pulp Fiction books. The movie Pulp Fiction that was made a long time ago, they didn't make up that term. It's actually a term. The back of the card is kind of like that. But anyway, so it's a cool deck. I've been playing with it and having fun with it. Let's just pull one for the overall theme because that was like a year, an overview of 6 months and life coaching by Spirit. So with this deck, I want to ask for at least one card for the most prevalent energy that we need to be aware of as a collective for today. Not 6 months from now. What do we need to be aware of for today as a collective? No matter where you are when you watch this. Let's look at the collective predominant energy for today. And they said that was enough. Again, they want me to pick the card off the top. Well, hey. Okay, that one they said not so much. I don't need that one. but another one off the top. Okay. 3? No, 2. You want me to still pull? No. Okay, they're having me do this in a different way today. This is kind of cool. So this is one of the major arcana cards, and it is Justice. How cool. So the Justice card is going to be the prevalent energy for today. Also, interestingly, the moon. So that can mean a whole lot of things, but if that's the dominant energy today, I'm going to ask Spirit just to tell me what it means, because I don't want to interpret it, because then I'll be in my overly analytical head. There are things that have not come to light yet for you or for the collective, but that's because things are brewing. Things are brewing. But there will be justice, and it will come in the form of news or information. You will hear, learn, or maybe even get a download, but I feel like it's going to be more literal news. You are going to hear something that's going to give you that click of, aha, I understand. Because right now there are things that you don't know about. There are things that are a little further away from you, and the telescope in this is really important. The image of that telescope. The telescope. And it also feels like looking in. Either you or someone else is trying to zero in and watch you a little bit. I don't think in a creepy way. Nah, it's pretty benign. It's pretty benign. So not in a creepy way. But you are going to get justice, and you are going to get some kind of knowledge, inkling, awareness, a text, an email, or somebody will say something that will just like ring like a bell in your head with an awareness of the truth of something. Okay, so it could be a psychic bit of information that comes in for you too. Trust it. It's not your imagination. That's what they want me to tell you. Trust that when you get that little psychic ding, pinging, knowing in your head, that is truth, and you are not wrong. So trust your gut. And I almost said ladies, even though I know I have male viewers, which I am so grateful for. Thank you. And usually you don't have as many men viewing these channels, and it's welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. But I feel like this is predominantly a message for women and a couple of guys. Not as many guys or people who identify as such. You know what I mean? Trust your gut. I don't care who you are. Trust your gut. You're not wrong. Okay? All right. I think that's going to be it. Oh, I did that really loud. I hope I didn't sound like a thunderclap when I clapped. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today, and I wish you all well. I do feel a little distracted today. Well, there was a spirit that came through. It was an animal. Just walked that way. I feel like it was a dog. Anyway. All right. Well, that happens. They just like to visit. So, they want me to tell you about the lion. I guess I'm not finished. Almost. Oh, the energy's ramping up. Yeah. Okay. Animals can visit too in spirit, and I actually had a big cat visit for a while, and I could even smell something kind of feral when I would walk into the house sometimes. That's normally not a smell here at all. And then I was lying in bed one night, and I could feel a huge paw. And I know what a cat paw feels like, but this one felt like it was the size of half my head. And then I felt something pulling and almost chewing on my hair like a house cat would. And so I tuned in and tried to focus in. And a friend of mine who also does this work, I said, "Do you pick up anything in my house that's interesting?" And she was like, "Oh my gosh, you won't believe this." She saw the same big cat I did, and I never said a word about it before. Just, "What are you picking up?" Because I wanted to validate, because it was just such a bizarre thing. There's not okay. So they can come, and that one was killed in a big game kill, and it was just a little annoyed, and it knows that I also have an affinity for animals, and so the big cat was hanging out with my little cats, but the big cat moved on. So I don't know why that was important to tell. Oh, someone lost a pet. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. That is such a hard thing. I recently lost two of mine almost to the day, 2 months apart. I know how hard it is. I know. So the message is, okay, yeah, because all this is flaring up. I kind of get what I call wasabi nose when I know spirit's around. So the message for those who have lost particularly a pet, because this is about animals today, they are always with you. They are not somebody had a question if pets can linger, I bet. Okay, I think that's what it is. No, animals usually don't. That big cat was a little different because it just carried so much rage. But even it was sort of like, yeah, no, I can go. It was no big deal. But it kind of wanted to hang out for a little while. But they can do that at any point. But generally, our pets are so much more evolved and enlightened. Animals are so much more evolved and enlightened than we are. And they can linger, but typically not so much. And they do go quickly. And your beloved little pet is on the other side, will be one of the ones that will see you across when it is your time. And not for everybody, but there is someone in particular. They're actually going to orchestrate bringing another pet companion to you. So don't try to force it. Just wait, and you'll know it when it's like, oh my gosh, this is it, and you'll know. So that happens frequently, that they will have a hand in bringing another pet to you to help with the grieving process. But let yourself have that grieving time too. Don't run out today. And although there are so many animals that need homes, if you want to do that in addition to waiting for the one they bring you, fine. Okay, I think that was it. Yeah, now we are finished, but that needed to come out. Okay, all right. I love you guys. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. The Carl Sagan quote, don't forget. And with the mug, it's written in the stars. I forgot what it is exactly, but it's something like, even at the most difficult or worst of times, always remember we are made of the stuff of stars. Because, well, that's more of like a sciencey, like chemical compound thing. We actually are similar in our chemical makeup. But I thought that was a particularly lovely way to look at it. We are made of the stuff of stars, and that includes definitely you. I love you all. I love your spirit. I love your soul. Thank you for being here. I am so appreciative of you. I look forward to getting up in the morning and doing this. It is a bright spot in my day to connect to spirit and connect to you. Thank you so much. It is with the greatest love and gratitude. I thank you. So have a good day, and I'm on a roll here. Let's see if it works this time. Bye.